Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Oh, you guys, man, you have lost it.
All right, okay. Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Where real talk meets real life. I'm Tina.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Cassie. Nothing's off limits. Expect deep chats, belly laughs, and a few wait, what moments.
It's unfiltered, unapologetic, and all heart. If you can do this, you've got this.
It's live. What's the current conspiracy theory that you're on at the moment?
Well, then Michael Jackson for sure.
Oh, totally.
Like about some of the songs. Well, anyway, we're not talking about Michael Jackson, aren't we? But my whole focus is MJ at the moment.
I'm hyper fixated.
Yeah, and he was where we're at 20 or 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And suddenly died.
Yeah. I'm so happy we're on the right side of history with him and never.
Interesting. My last, I'm talking about Michael Jackson, but I know, last thing I'll say though about Michael Jackson.
It's for the next episode. So tune in to the next episode. This is just a little intro
because my mum had the record off the wall.
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to that. And then I had the record Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time I had my kids, so I'd had tapes, Beat It and everything. And then by the time I had my kids, I had bought a double CD and it was called History.
Yeah.
Weird, hey?
Yeah.
All the old stuff and then the new stuff. And then he died accidentally before the concert of the new stuff. We never got to see that
This
new
is
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was called History. You just said right side of the history.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I just love it. And my daughter sent me a thing the other day about Michael Jackson. Shout out to my mum for raising me right with her taste in music. That meant the world to me. And so shout out to my mum. But anyway, we won't talk about Michael Jackson anymore because Cassie hasn't seen the movie. But that's my latest hyperfixation, conspiracy, controversial.
Totally.
There's a lot to that story.
Yeah, it goes deep.
Deep.
And also involves Elvis. So when we get to the next episode, we'll talk about that too.
Down a rabbit warren.
Yeah, big style. What's yours, Cassie? What do you want?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I've kind of been, to be honest, a bit off all conspiracy theories because they're all being pretty well coming true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been on other things.
Like
what have you been on?
What have you been on? Where are you at?
Fill us in.
On woo-woo stuff.
Yeah, okay, tell us.
We're here for the woo-woo.
Okay, well, the extraterrestrial stuff has always been very, since I was young, I can remember.
So this is what I was going to talk about, Project Bluebeam.
Yeah. And I was actually listening to, I'm obsessed with Joe Rogan, love his podcasts. And today, while I was at work, I often have my earpiece in the construction site and listened to Joe Rogan's podcast. And today I was listening to extraterrestrials and missing persons.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my God.
The 12 scientists that have recently been essentially killed.
Yeah, like
suicided.
Yeah. But
they're all and the 12 of them are all UFO scientists.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know any of this.
Yeah. Is it Wilcox? Is the main one? He's from Gaia.
Yeah. It's and then they're going into different aspects of what, like missing persons, is it to do with people that are involved with the government, the CIA, that know information that actually get distracted?
Yeah.
As in they know too much? Or is it also that there's deals with these other beings, extraterrestrials, that the government has deals where they give certain people to them? That's why there's all these different disappearances and what level and how that. It blows your mind.
Do you want to know? I got a theory on the 12
that
have gone recently.
Yeah.
So timing wise, with the alien files being released in the White House, right?
It is Very unusual time.
Very unusual timing. Well, not really. It's not unusual
No.
for us who have been expecting Project Bluebeam for a while.
Yeah.
So all the 12 scientists that have been killed, I don't know why people are saying unalived lately on.
Are we not allowed to say killed?
I don't know. People are
Unalived?
like unalived.
What?
Freaking hell, they're dead.
Not allowed to
What?
say dead.
I don't know. Anyway, I digress.
I don't know, but
So weird.
okay.
Anyway, they all had things to do with aliens and whatever. I reckon that they've had to get rid of them because they do know quite a lot about aliens and everything. And then when Project Bluebeam happens, those 12 would be able to say, that's fake, that's holographic, that's AI, this is bullshit, you don't need a one world government, blah, blah, blah. And I reckon they've had to get rid of them first because otherwise there'll be people that are experts on it. We can't have experts because they'll be able to sieve really easily through the
Crazy.
yeah.
It is. I'm like, what?
Do you know what Project Bluebeam is?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
So essentially, it's been known about for quite some time. It's just a matter of when. But basically, they'll use AI and holographics to stage an alien invasion, whereby, yeah, I know it sounds
Like
ridiculous,
The moon landing.
like the moon landing, but the whole thing is, then all the Earthlings need to come together, a one world government, new world order, to fight.
Never heard of
So
it. But
generate
believe
fear.
everything you're
Look
saying.
into it. Look into
believe
it. It's-
everything
So
you're
the government
saying.
are going to generate the fear. So
Yeah.
they come in and saying, "Oh, we're going to have an invasion by the aliens, and we're going to save you." You know, so basically, it will be us, which is the human race, against the
This is very
nation.
Matrix,
Yeah,
isn't it?
well,
This is very
It's
Matrix.
very. What's that movie where Will Smith is?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
we've
very
been
showing-
desensitized against it
Yeah.
for decades.
So again, it's like generating that fear so they can come in and save the
Comical.
But is the fear being generated without even needing to do the project by us talking about the conspiracy theory and waiting upon it? Is the fear already happening anyway?
That's right.
Or do they even need to do anything because we're all like, oh, they're going to do this and they're going to do that, and we're kept in that fear state without it even happening?
Lots of people are terrified
Do you know what I mean?
of like the alien thought of that there could be something else out there.
I mean, they've just opened the files to say that, yes, 100% there is.
That's right. But why are we so scared? We don't even know. Like, what are we scared
I
of?
think
We
they're
actually
time
haven't-
travelers. I think if there is
Yeah.
actual aliens, I think they're time
Yeah.
travelers. I reckon MJ was a time
Do you-
traveler.
All right. So
Yeah.
do you want to? I don't know if I should say it.
Just
Yeah, go on.
say it.
Say
Since
it.
when do you want to censor yourself?
Look at Cassie,
Okay.
remember?
Life unfiltered.
We're unfiltered.
Well, actually, because it sounds pretty, even when I say it, and even when I thought about it today. So I was listening to that podcast today, and I got a flashback, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
A flashback
and
to
I've been
what?
thinking about
When she used to
this.
live in space.
So years ago, when I was living in Cairns, we were house sitting a house for a year on the northern beaches. And I remember standing out one night and I saw some lights, 3 lights. And I was like watching them. She like, is that planes? And they were in like a diamond formation. And I'm watching them and I'm like, they're tipping and doing unusual stuff. And they're stopping and going up. And I'm looking at it. And you kind of get freaked out. You're like, oh, it has to be a plane. It has to be something that's, that you can explain away. I'm watching them and I'm just fixated on these lights. And then after a while, they went away. And I remember just going inside and thinking, what did I just see? And just with it, I was
When you were sober?
sober. Unusual to say, but yes, I was. No, back then I didn't really drink heaps.
But I was looking at it, and then this is just so crazy, and I've forgotten all about it. So went to bed that night. This is so bizarre. I remember in the middle of it, I have very vivid dreams, but I remember waking up and there was 3 people lifting me out of bed and going out the room, and I felt like I had anesthetic. Like I felt weird, right? So, and it was very vivid, felt, oh my God. But I remember them picking me up and going out the room and being a little bit fearful, but I felt like I had some kind of anesthetic. So I couldn't wake up properly. And then woke up in the morning and I felt strange. I got up, went to the bathroom. I had silver on my cheek, like this big streak of silver on my cheek.
What? So you're abducted by aliens?
Hang on, listen.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
just telling you
Oh,
what happened.
yeah.
Okay.
Come back to the bedroom and I said to Brett, have a look at my cheek. And he looked at me and he's like, you've got silver paint on your cheek. And I went, I've just woken up. I've gone into the bathroom and there's silver paint, well, it looked like silver paint on my cheek. And then I said to him, where did that come from? We don't have nothing silver in the house. There was no silver paints around me. I didn't have silver makeup or anything. It was a silver streak up kind of my cheek. And Brett's like, that's weird. Like we couldn't explain it.
And then,
And then I told him about anyway, I had forgotten all about that. And then when I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, he was talking about disappearance, abductions, all that sort of stuff. And one of the stories, it just went, that memory come.
That's
How bizarre is that?
that is so bizarre. Do you know my nana had a glass eye, right?
Mm.
You know how that
yeah.
happened?
No.
Have I never told you that?
No.
I wasn't alive at the time. She was about our age.
Mm.
And they were driving out near Elizabeth, and it was dirt roads back then. They were just going on a cruise out there. I've got to get this right because obviously it's stories passed down through my aunties and my mum.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in the back seat and she looked behind and there was this super, super bright light. And she looked up and she was like, what's that? What's that? And then it come down really, really close, blinding light, just disappeared. They got home, kind of didn't really talk much about it. Next morning she woke up and all the iris was in tiny little cubes at the bottom of her eye. She couldn't see out of it, obviously. Went to hospital. They had to remove the eye. Apparently they kept that in the Royal Adelaide Hospital at the time because it was completely unexplained. I swear to God.
I don't have an alien story.
I've got another one from Mum and Dad as well.
Was it you and Brett who were staying at our house one night and Nigel and Brett saw something crazy in the sky?
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm not really bought into all this. Other than me and one of my kids got home one night and looked up and there was like a train.
Oh, no, that's Elon
What is
Musk.
that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's Starlink.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like a
Yes.
train going. And
Yeah.
it's like, what the heck is that?
No,
It's
that's
like a
Starlink.
train.
I thought it was aliens
But
too one
instead
night.
of on the ground, it's in the sky, lit
Yeah.
up, but it's a train.
It's satellite Starlink.
I didn't know what it was, but
Yeah.
then we Googled it and yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
But weirdly, I was like, oh, that's weird. Moving on. Whereas once upon a time, I would have gone, what? Like freaking out. I was
freaking
like,
out.
oh, I don't care anymore, whatever. But we looked it up because we were like, actually, what was that? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Because we saw it out camping
Yeah,
one
it was
time.
so weird, like a
And-
train
yeah.
going through the sky.
Jackson was like,
Like-
Tina, come.
Like the Polar Express, you know that
Yes.
movie? It was like the Polar Express,
Yeah.
yes. But then when you and Brett were staying at our house in the caravan,
Saw that.
there was like a
Boom.
ball just spinning round and round and round. Nigel had it on his phone or Brett or someone
oh,
filmed
yeah.
it. Just round and
We'll
round.
have to put that up on Instagram if you can find
I'll
it.
see if I can find it. It was like a ball,
And
just
it had
spinning.
But it looked like if it was the sun, and you know how it has flames coming.
Yeah.
Almost like a
Energy,
comet,
like
a
an
bit
energy.
like a comet, but there was no reports of any
any-
comet that
yeah.
night. And it felt like we were the only ones who ever saw it. But then we've got the footage. We didn't make it up. We've got the footage.
When people do see aliens, there's a phone number to call and report them.
Mm.
Because Mum and Dad saw one, out when we were out on the dirt road.
A lot happened out
A
there.
lot. Too much happened out there. Anyway,
We've all got a story from out there.
They saw one night. Because there was glass doors leading out over the dam, and Mum was laying there one night and seen some lights in the sky, and she was just watching them. And they had a telescope at the time. They used to stargaze a fair bit, and then it just took off, and she woke Dad, and I can't remember if it come back or not. But anyway, they did report it, and there were several reports in Euraidla at the same time. So a lot of people saw it and a lot of people reported it.
Okay.
But I don't know, do people still report these things, or is it just actually so common?
I just
That
don't
people
think
are like,
I think we're so desensitized
We
now. We
are
just
really
don't care anymore.
desensitized.
I was thinking that about myself. Why doesn't this freak me out?
Yeah.
I can't explain it. Why don't I look into it? Why? I'm like, I actually don't care.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because we can't control it. I think we got to a point of like, if it's not within my realm and
Yeah.
I physically can't control it,
Yeah.
I just can't waste any energy on it because we're so strapped for energy
We are.
and attention.
And there's nothing that shocks us anymore.
No.
You can't shock us.
Everything needs our attention.
That's the thing today. I was like, why haven't I thought about that
Yeah.
for so long? Like the silver paint.
We've
I'm
been
like,
busy.
You were abducted by freaking aliens, but you have been so busy with life that it's not even a priority.
And then, okay. I was like,
True.
What?
Silver paint. What
What?
silver paint?
watch the silver paint off my cheek. That's a bit
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Heard one for
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. And what is that? Maybe that explains why I'm so fucking weird.
You're not weird.
You're not.
You're a
that-
little strange, but
You
know.
I'm happy. I'm
quirky. She's a bit quirky.
well, my mum used to tell me all that because I got really bad blood noses as a kid. Soak the pillow, wake up, like my face is
remember
stuck.
that.
Yeah, you did always.
Really
Do you
bad.
still get blood noses?
No.
You always used to
But my
get
mum
blood
used to
noses.
say, "Oh, the aliens have been probing you again." Yes, it's a child.
Terrifying for a child.
And I really like.
Did you
I
think
did
they
believe-
were-
Yes,
And now do you think maybe she was right?
maybe she was.
Well,
I don't know.
I would rather be probed in the nose than say, what? Just saying, you hear lots of stuff without probing.
I didn't like that, Cassie.
Just so your nose. Anyway, seriously.
Mine's hiding her face on the camera. See, you got the hat on.
Right.
Oh, that's too
The hats
funny.
are the best. Right.
But no, she did. She was
Why can't
She'd be like, "You got me."
All right, let's get
You've been getting abducted by aliens, isn't we? Getting blood noses.
Oh,
Classic. Well, she always said that the star that the three wise men was a spaceship. And the reason Jesus left the cave is because the aliens come back to get him and that he was half alien, half human.
Wow.
And if you think
Does she
about that,
still think that though? Because she's on a spiritual
she
journey
is on
now.
a very spiritual journey, but I do think that she still thinks that.
Hmm,
And
interesting.
if aliens are time travelers, then the second coming of Christ could mean the alien invasion. Yeah.
It's really hard as a Christian.
However, that was a little bit like, wow.
Wow.
But who knows?
Yes.
And maybe the person that wrote the Bible was a time traveler too, and that's why they knew everything to write. Oh, speaking
Smart.
of Bible, I ordered the 88 missing books out of the Bible. You know, did you know there's 88
Well,
missing
you
books?
told me this on Friday night when we were at Taste Australia.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I didn't know this. That there's because I read a book recently, not recently, about 2 years ago, called The Dictionary of the Lost Words. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh, it's a good book. Sorry, off track, and then we'll go back to the Bible. But when you were telling me that, it reminded me of that. The actual dictionary, this is going to make me sound like a feminist, and I am not. I'm not. I'm the opposite of a feminist. I'm more misogynistic than feminist. Yeah. But can I just say, the Dictionary of the Lost Words, the Oxford Dictionary is missing a lot of the original words.
Oh.
And this is very feminist, but they are all, this is a true story, and I read the book. They're all related to women's issues or anything to do, but it was men who wrote the book. That's very feministic. But
not really, because that's factual and history. And a history book, history is written by the victors.
And they fell on the ground, or they went under the table, or they went missing, or whatever. But somebody found them all, and they were all related to women's things, and they got left out of the Oxford Dictionary. That was written by a man, or collated by a man or men. I think it's based on a true story. Anyway, go back to the Bible. That's more interesting.
Well, Ethiopia apparently maintained the original Bible, and they still have it. And there's the Bible that we have access to these days is missing 88 books.
A lot of books.
And like the Book of Enoch, and a lot of the information in these books is about how us as humans can use frequency and vibration and faith and manifestation, and how we're
Pineal gland,
how we're not just this,
absolutely.
We're not just a slab of meat that walks and talks,
exactly.
That we are actually divine creatures. And these 88 books tell us how to tap into that, and that's why they were removed apparently. So to be continued, because I haven't actually had a chance.
You're going to read them.
I want to, yeah.
Have you ever read the Bible?
Yes.
It's not an easy read. It doesn't flow.
But but the index is amazing. So I didn't grow up Catholic. My husband's Irish Catholic. Molly goes to a Catholic school. She has a Bible. In her Bible, there's in the index, it'll say, for example, dealing with disappointment, and it'll give you Leviticus, blah, 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 right? So you can actually go to it and read.
Because you can't just open the Bible, start at the start, read to the end, and a story flows. It jumps all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. But
these 88 missing books, are they set out like that, or are they more of an easy read?
Well, I don't know, because I haven't actually got there yet, to be honest.
Definitely report back on it, and maybe just chuck some pictures of that on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Of the 88 books.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it. Have you heard of that? The missing 88 books?
I've heard of missing books. I didn't know there was 88.
88's huge.
That's a lot.
And I hear a lot of talk about the missing Book of Enoch. Lots.
Enoch is spoken of a lot. Yeah. Because it talks about the Nephilim and the fallen angels and the Watchers, and how the Watchers were made out to be evil like the Nephilim, but they're not. The Nephilim made them. The Watchers were actually there to watch for us.
Why would they not want that in there?
Because it gives us power. We're not controlled if we know how to tap into our own consciousness.
That's right. They say that Jesus is trying to tell us basically that we are consciousness.
And God is in us.
And God is in us. We are all part of it. We are all God.
Yeah.
Like, this is the path I've been down looking into, because it's so interesting to me. And then I was going right into the pineal gland, how it works.
Our fluoride calcifies
the food, so that where the food, the chemicals, everything comes into it, all interlocks when you look at everything, and at frequency, and it interlocks and makes so much sense of what they're trying to do and how they're calcifying.
Pineal.
Yeah. It makes so much sense. So I've actually been opening up what they call the pineal gland third eye. Insane. Blows your mind. You can actually, your intuition, psychic.
We call it psychicness, but I think that's how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It's just that it's been dampened. I think we're all like that.
Yeah, we are. And Jesus used to speak about it as well. They actually reckon that we used to just talk via mental telepathy.
Totally.
We were our senses, everything was so sharpened, and we had intuition. We could talk via mental telepathy. Like, all of that has been.
I guess that's a bit like, you know how they say speaking in tongues? I used to go to some Christian conventions and things. I used to go to the Hillsong Christian convention in Sydney, which was massive. And there would be people that would just be talking away, but in a language that we didn't understand. And then you would be like, they're crazy. And then the Christians would be like, oh, they've been possessed by the devil. Like, this is all evil. This is not God or Jesus. This is evil and the devil. But I'm like...
But they were at the Hillsong doing it?
They were at it, and
That's
they
weird.
were like, sometimes they would pass out and they would be like talking, but it was in another language. And it freaked me out. I was a teenager. I can remember getting up in this convention and walking out and actually crying and just saying, I don't want to be here.
Oh, that's terrible.
And some fundraising had happened in our local church to get me there.
Were you there with your parents?
I was there with my mum, and just remember thinking, this is freaky and this is not God and this is not peaceful and this is cooked and this is evil. But now I'm thinking, yes, they were like on another level and they were just talking in another language, and I don't know. I've gone off track, but what was that? I want to know what that was. Anyway.
Yeah.
And people said it's talking in tongues. What does that mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it's not words. It's not words that we understand. It's not English.
Do they understand each other,
They're in a
though?
zone. No, they were talking to God, I think.
Oh.
They're in a zone. But they were passing out on the ground. Do you think that was evil or good?
Maybe just overcome with
Overwhelmed.
vibrations
Mm.
we don't know.
But it's
I
like,
don't know.
we just don't acknowledge it. Like, they're just weird and stuff.
Yeah. It's weird that they were there at the convention
Yeah.
doing it there.
Yeah.
Because you would think if it was evil or whatever, like, I don't know, if it was an evil spirit, the last place I'd go is Hillsong.
Actually, Hillsong ended up.
Oh, they are evil, aren't they?
Oh, we can't go there. We can't go there. It's too much. I'm
Yeah.
too
Wasn't
connected.
our previous
I'm too connected.
Wasn't our previous Prime Minister part of Hillsong?
Too connected. Delete this.
No.
very interesting.
It's so interesting.
What were we talking about at dinner? And like when we were walking around the shopping centre, like, stop. Leave it. Save it
Collaborate
for
and
the
listen. This is back with
brand new edition. So we were like, stop. Save it for the podcast. You said it a few times. Stop. Save it for the podcast. This is gold.
But we
This
didn't
is
get
gold.
around to our judgy children.
Yeah.
You did talk about your husbands for a little bit. So.
No, we didn't.
We don't talk about our husbands. What are you talking about?
Jokes, people.
Come on, no, we're talking about our children with the utmost love and respect that they...
Is it utmost or upmost?
That's a good question.
Utmost.
Ut or up?
Oh, I say upmost.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So do I.
utmost.
Oh,
Probably.
Someone
It
Google
makes
that.
more sense to be up.
Like the most up. The most up. Anyway,
Oh.
we think, so because Tina's daughter, no, she's still judging. We love Molly.
Well, she's definitely judgy. I think she called me cringe probably 10 times today.
What has happened, we believe, is that we had our kids very, very young.
Mm.
And so we stopped partying, going out, drinking, doing all that because we were raising children, which we loved and would not change
Yeah, that's right.
for
100%.
anything. It's our biggest, best achievement, and we would take a bullet for them all and love them to bits and love, 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 love. However, they are all in their 20s now, right? We are not the centre of their world anymore. They have got their own lives. They are doing their own thing, and they're not checking in with us all the time, telling us exactly what they're doing and where they're going because they don't have to because they're adults, right? But we're not allowed to do that. Really, the only people in this whole entire world's opinion that I care about is my kids. I don't
Fairly.
think they mean to, and it's not coming from a bad place. I think it's because they are not used to it and they are just used to seeing mum's at home, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's working, she's taking us to sport, she's taking us to appointments. That's her place, that's her role, that's her sole purpose.
They'll get used to it.
And now that's not my sole purpose and role in my place. They're like, we don't recognise this woman anymore. That is not our mum. And they get worried and scared and they think they're losing me or I'm losing myself. And I'm like, I'm still the same person. I'll take a bullet for you. I'll give up anything for you. I'll give my last cent to you. I'll do anything for you. But I got to live my life.
Yeah.
And please don't judge me because I'm not judging you.
And when they are living their life, they're not stopping and thinking, oh, geez, I better check in with Mum.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll be okay with me doing this or.
And I'm not disrespecting dads at all, but the dads aren't copying the same judgment at all. I'll give an example and then I'll shut up. It's
Why?
because I have to.
But
Recently, my kids will hate this if they ever hear this, but they won't.
they won't because they don't listen. Because they're too judgy about the podcast.
The podcast to bits.
I love your kids so much. You know that.
We love them. We
But
love them.
It is not fair
But,
to be so judgy.
But they don't mean to. It's not from a bad place. But they don't love the podcast. And so they don't listen. So I can probably say what I want. Mind you, maybe they are listening. I don't know. And this story was funny, but not. So me and their dad went out one night. We're drinking and having fun with friends and whatever in town at the Fringe. Had too much to drink. And then we shot a tattoo, right? As you do. My very first tattoo, had been drinking. We were 18. We went and got a tattoo. And recently I thought, hey, nothing's changed. I'm 49, drinking, go and get a tattoo. Nothing's changed. And anyway, my tattoo was stupid. It was supposed to be a mushroom, looked like a penis.
It's brilliant. We're going to put a photo of that up on the Insta too.
Forgot I even got it. Like, woke up in the morning, there was like a plastic thing on the back of my leg. Thought it was a Band-Aid. Maybe I've cut myself. Oh my gosh, I've got like it's better now, see?
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it used to look like a penis, but I put another one in colour.
Yeah, no, that looks really
but
cute.
It did. You can see how it did. Anyway, off topic. Come home the next day, kids are all home, they're sitting on the couch. I walk in, it's hot, I've got a short skirt on. You can see the penis mushroom. Their dad has a one too, right? We walk in.
What a mushroom.
No, he has like a, what's that called? Chakra?
Wow.
You know, it's got a name. Chakra. Anyway.
I don't know what it's called. But
Anyway, been drinking, got a tattoo. Come home, Mum, they're worried, they're sad, they're scared. Mum's having a midlife crisis. Mum needs help. What's going on? All this sort of stuff. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be out drinking. You shouldn't be out getting tattoos. This is not okay. This is not normal. And then I'm like, and in a minute, Dad was with me. Dad was drinking. Dad got a tattoo.
Yeah, but not a word.
Why are we not talking about Dad right now? And they said, oh, we're used to Dad. He always does crazy stuff like that, but we're not used to this with you. And that's when I thought, yeah, that's what it is.
But it's not that they're judging, they're holding you to a much higher regard. Which is, you should take it as a compliment.
I guess so.
Because they're not expecting that from it.
Yeah. I'm not
they expect you to be
them
up
or
here.
their dad by any means right now. It was just a moment where I thought, oh, yeah, it's different. Mum and Dad is different.
Yeah. You're held to a much higher standard. Which is that a bad thing? Is it bad to be held to a higher standard?
It's just
because they
very
think
hard
so much
to
of you.
maintain it and live up to it.
It's not reality, and they have to understand.
Yourself, and then you are constantly judging yourself.
Yeah, they have to understand that their expectations is not reality. But I do think that we could take it as a compliment that they think so highly of us.
You know why, though? I think as we're the mums and we've been bringing them up, we're the safe place. We're the nurturer. We're the one that if something happens, you go to Mum. Call Mum, Mum comes and gets you. So represent safety and nurturing and all those things. And now suddenly we're out like, letting our hair down, drinking, doing whatever. It just feels wrong to them. That's not the role that
It's scary.
Yeah. So even though they're grown and yes, they're adults and can do their own thing, we don't represent going out and getting a tattoo and coming home drunk and all that.
Which I'm not proud of, by the way. Getting drunk and getting a tattoo.
Yeah, but are you hurting anyone? No.
If you weren't being held to a standard by others, would you be less judgy on yourself, though? Like, would you just be like, oh, it was fun, whatever, but now you're like, I'm not proud of it, this was... Would you still do that?
Yeah. I don't want to get drunk and get tattoos, so they're probably shining. They're probably... I don't know
so they
what
have a
they're
reason
doing.
to be concerned then,
yeah,
maybe.
probably.
Do they?
And, it's holding me accountable, and I probably need it at the moment.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I just
Maybe.
don't know what this.
It might not be a
chapter
bad thing
is.
to be judged, because otherwise we're not.
And actually, like I said before, the only people I care about is them.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the world judge away. I do not care. But those 3 people are the only opinions that I really care about. So when it's not good,
It hurts.
it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what actions do you then take to, like, do you then try and live up to that?
Yeah.
Or do you actually have a one-on-one conversation and say, guys, I actually just need to let my hair down. I don't need to take it that far that I'm going to get tattoos.
Yeah.
Agreed. That was dumb.
Yeah.
But can we give me a little bit of slack?
Yeah.
Like, is it just an adult conversation? Because like you guys just said, they're adults. So why can't you sit down and have a one-on-one conversation and to let them know how you feel?
Just let them listen to this.
Yeah. But truly though, like, you can't be scared of your kids' opinions as far as like not telling them how you feel.
But are you scared of your daughter's opinion?
Nah.
Are you scared of your girl's opinions?
Yeah.
Me too.
Nah, I'm not.
We'll ask you again.
She
in
can just
another-
judge away.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of their opinions. I just want them to be proud of me.
Yeah. Oh, I would
Yeah.
hate her to be disappointed in me,
Yeah.
but I'm not scared of her opinion.
Maybe that's the word, disappointment. Because you
Yeah.
know when someone says, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Well, that is the worst.
Yeah,
isn't it? And if your kids are disappointed,
They look at you with disappointment and that hurts.
What we talked about the other day, Lauren, though, is your kids will say, oh, such and such mum, it was really funny. She was pretty drunk and da-da-da. Or such and such parents like that. And we talked about this.
If it's
For
someone else.
else's parent,
Yeah.
it's kind
They're
of funny.
cool.
And I'm like, hang on, why is that okay for their parents to be doing it? But again, it comes back to, but we're the mum, we're their mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the one that's always been responsible,
Yeah.
nurturing,
Yeah.
the safe place, you know. So for them, it feels weird and not okay for mum to be not in control, doing stuff she wouldn't normally do, being out till late or whatever that is.
And I wonder if this is common. Well, we're going through the same thing, but I wonder if it's common because we are so much more connected than we used to be with our parents.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
You know, and
they stay home longer.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, we want to be in touch. I mean, God, there was a lot of time, late teens, early 20s. I don't even know when how often I spoke to my parents.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any of this on my phone, but there's families out there that have Life 360 and they can track their kids and their kids can track. My actual 3 kids do have it, I think. I know it.
For
I know
each other.
Ava does. She
Yeah.
knows exactly where her siblings are at all the times and where that, like, she can tell me, oh, I'll just see where my sister is.
Molly
or my
put it
brother
on
is.
her own because she was
Yeah.
starting to catch trains.
Yeah.
And all of her friends have
Yeah.
it. So they will check, are they in the schoolyard yet before she gets out the car?
Oh, wow.
But I did see a funny meme the other day and it said, kids of Gen X parents, your mum said to her parents that she was at a friend's house when really she was lying down, face down, drunk in a paddock. That's why your ass is on Life 360.
Well, you definitely said you were sleeping at my house one night when you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of times.
And your mum rang and my mum answered. Yeah.
Oh,
At
was that
Birdwood.
when and then
Yeah.
we got in trouble.
And then my mum came into my room in the morning to get you because your mum rang and she wanted to talk to you and you weren't there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Remember when
it
we
was when we went to Chris Simon's birthday party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the wild
our
one.
first wild one.
The reason I don't drink port anymore.
Yeah, it was our first wild
Yeah,
party.
that was crazy.
That was the one.
We were
I
13.
got in trouble for being out, but I was looking after everyone.
Yeah, we were all
I was actually
rotten.
the responsible
You
one.
were like
Well,
holding
you
our
told
hair
your mum
back.
you were staying at my house and you weren't.
Where did you say?
But you did look after us.
I
She did
looked
look after
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
I didn't drink that night.
Yeah.
I was too busy worrying about my friends drowning in their own vomit.
Yeah. He was so kind.
One before we go, I've just got one story to tell.
Okay. That's
And-
off
And because my
camera.
mum listens to our podcast, she loves it.
Mm.
The night we stayed at the house on August Street in Birdwood
Yeah.
and we snuck out. Who was there? You were
Yes.
there? Were you there?
Keep talking. I'll see if
And
it
the
comes back
boys-
to me.
Oh, the boys got up to like something quite illegal.
Luke
Yeah.
and Chris.
Yeah,
What did they do?
I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards.
But we're
Like-
being recorded, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah, I can't actually say that because I don't know how long statute of limitations is. But basically, we snuck out and met them on the school oval.
Oh my God.
And then we went back home and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning and
I
Mum had
remember.
already been in.
Yeah.
And then remember, I was like, what are we going to make up? What are we going to make? Okay, we went down to the cemetery to scare ourselves. Yeah, that's a good idea. And sure enough, she was like, yeah, okay, that was fun. Like, she screamed at us.
Yeah. We still popped it.
Yeah, like, we copped it, but she bought the story.
Yeah, she
I remember.
totally.
Yeah.
She certainly didn't ever know. Well, she will now because she's listening to this, but she didn't know that we were down on the oval with all the
Also,
boys.
yeah.
All right, fun times. Get your kids on Life 360.
Thanks for listening to the live chat. We don't want to offend anyone. We're not experts. We're just talking about personal opinions, and we want you to live your life and make your own decisions.
Kind of covers everything. Yeah, that's it.